everybody. As you're joining, let me know you're here. Say hi. Maybe where you're watching from. I'm in a sort of closet slash office at National Review in New York. It's pretty cool. How are you guys doing? Get started in a minute. Minneapolis, let's see here. I'm sharing this right now. How is everyone doing? The number one. Hi guys, how are you? Thank you. Thank you for watching, everyone. How's it going? We're going to get started in just a minute. Oh, hi, my sister's watching. Hi, Julia. How are you? So, the way this works is I'm going to kind of talk about the stories that I wrote this week and explain them, usually all that political correctness, campus type of stuff, and then you can jump in and ask questions about that or about, any news or anything that happened during the week, and I'll answer any of those the best that I can. I have a news story that you might have not seen that just went up on nationalreview.com about the Claremont colleges. They used to do a Speedo hike on one of the mountains, which is pretty much just what it sounds like. The students would wear Speedos or the girls would wear bikinis, but you didn't have to, and you'd hike a mountain, which sounds like kind of the thing that I wouldn't really want to do. I don't really like moving my body very much. But the statement on the group, and it's an outdoor group called On the Loose, and the statement is it says, by having the Speedo hike as our official welcome event each year, we unintentionally sent the message that to participate, you must be fit and comfortable with your body image. The name Speedo itself inherently implies broiness. First of all, Speedos are kind of a bathing suit. I don't know that implies broiness, and I also don't know why broiness is necessarily bad. I'm pro-bro myself, but even aside from that. So they're saying that the club is so much more than just that, but many potentially interested students get turned off to our club each year because of the Speedo hike. We always welcome leaders to organize strenuous trips, especially the goofy half-naked kind, but when we put all of OTL's institutional weight behind an event, we send a strong message about who is and is not welcome on all our trips. We're always working to make it a more inclusive space, which is why this year's kickoff event was the Potato Mountain Spud Crawl. So the idea was that this hike is not everyone's fit enough to participate, and not everybody wants to wear a bathing suit. I could understand why maybe they wouldn't want to make that their first event, because then they would think that all of their events they'd have to be half naked, but to cancel it for altogether makes no sense. And also, you don't have to wear a bathing suit. A lot of these students are saying they wear tank tops, but the craziest thing about all of this is the outdoor groups are for people who like outdoor activities. That's just like the whole point of having specific groups. But so a staffer for the Outdoor Education Center, her name is Clarissa Worcester, she said, and I quote, that the problem with this event was that it was, quote, taking out and funding a group of students that is nearly guaranteed to be almost exclusively outdoor experienced, fit, and heavily swayed in the direction of outdoor and otherwise privilege that it's trying to work against. This is insane. This woman is actually saying that the problem with this outdoor club's event is that it's exclusive to people who don't like to be outdoors. That's crazy. The purpose of having a specific club, like an outdoor club, is because people who like to be outdoors join that club. So by her logic, if you're on a dance team, you have to be careful that all the dancing you're doing isn't something that everybody couldn't do. You'd say, oh, your soccer game is too focused on people who only play soccer. Not everyone feels comfortable in a bathing suit. Not everyone can scale a 10,000-foot mountain, but it's not supposed to be an event for everyone. It's not mandatory. It's supposed to be only for students who can do like some things like that. The whole point of having interest-specific clubs is for members to have a place to do interest-specific activities. And inclusion is a good thing. We should all want to include each other and be sensitive. If we're talking about a general activity, though, so if you're talking about a an outdoors club freaking out that an activity isn't inclusive enough for people that don't like to go outdoors, then that's not being sensitive. That's being insane. And if you're just joining, right now I'm talking about the latest story that I just posted. Claremont Colleges canceled an event from an outdoors club over concerns that it's not inclusive enough to people who don't like to do activities outdoors. So you can't even be an individual anymore. You can't even like certain things, and you can't even celebrate being better at things than other people. Honestly, certain people are better at things than other people. I can't climb a mountain, for example, but if you can climb a mountain, you go join your mountain climbing club and you climb all the mountains you want. I'm just saying that this is ridiculous. We can't even have specific clubs anymore, and nobody even stops and says, hey, wait a minute, maybe that's okay. I have a question here. Because of an article of clothing, people are offended. That's part of it. They're saying that it's well, first of all, they're saying that it's if people don't feel comfortable wearing a Speedo, then they won't feel comfortable going on the hike, and not everyone feels comfortable wearing a Speedo. First of all, you don't have to wear a Speedo or a bikini to do the hike. A lot of students have said they haven't. Second of all, even if it was an event for people who only wanted to hike in bikinis or Speedos, it was one of the most popular events, so clearly there were people that were into that. So why don't we have this event for people who are into it? It's okay to have events that certain people are into and that not everyone has to be into. That's the whole point of having a specific club. So that was one thing that I wrote this week, and the one that I wrote yesterday was at the University College London. There was an archaeology professor who was telling students Adam, clubs by definition have members who adhere to a common mission, which is not shared by those inside of it. Right. That's the whole point of a club, is that you do have a different specific interest that everyone doesn't share. That's why you have the club. It's not for everyone. It's for the people in the club. And people just now, they only are so focused on things like inclusion and just blindly devoting to, diversity, inclusion, which are all good things, but they've completely forgotten about logic. They've completely forgotten about logic and the fact that, hey, maybe it's okay for an outdoors club to be focusing on, kids who like to do outdoor stuff, because that's the whole point of the club. I know. So if you didn't see that one yet, that's up on National Review. That just went up now.